Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm so glad you're here. Today's date is Wednesday, August 17th, 2022. I have an unofficial co-host tonight. In the background, Alieska is joining us. She's my younger American Ragdoll kitty, and she doesn't get in camera very often. She's a little camera shy. So I thought I'd point her out and let you know that she's supervising at the least. Okay, well, tonight I want to talk first a little bit of a civics lesson in case you were like me, sleeping when it was discussed in class for a grade years ago. And then many of my viewers don't live in the United States. So the United States has 50 states, and one of the officers of each state is an attorney general. Now, for the 50 states, that attorney general answers to the voters of the state. There is also a national one, an attorney general for the United States, for the entire United States. He's appointed by whoever is considered the chief executive officer of the country, and currently that's number 46, and answers to number 46 too. So number 46 in March of 2021 appointed Garland Merrick to be our attorney general. Now, it's a prestigious position. There's a lot of responsibility. And let me share a little bit about what that responsibility is. Okay, he's in charge of the Justice Department. There's over 115,000 employees. They work across the United States and in more than 50 countries worldwide. The Department of Justice is dedicated to upholding the rule of law, keeping our country safe, and protecting the civil rights of all Americans. Now, I'd sure like to find out where he was when our civil rights were getting trampled on the last couple of years, but we're going to look at a different aspect of him. On the 11th of this month, Mr. Merrick did a short press release and press conference, because he was there, it wasn't just a release, regarding the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago. Now, he has said they've asked that the affidavit be for that, which justified the search warrant, that be shared with Mr. T and the general public, and it's been turned down. And I think the reason makes sense because there's apparently it might impact or jeopardize some aspects of an ongoing investigation. But it would seem that then the second request that Mr. T's team put in was to ask to have an attorney present as the contents were reviewed and discussed, and that's been turned down. Now, I'm going to show you where you can find that short speech that he has. You can find it on YouTube. It's a clip. Hang on just a second, okay? Okay, so if you want to go to C-SPAN, the August 11th, it's less than 4 minutes. You can hear him for yourself. And one of the things he maintains during the speech, especially at the 1 minute and 40-second mark, is that the function of the Attorney General's office and the Department of Justice is to apply the law evenly without fear or favor. And I just couldn't resist giving you a screenshot of this political, satirical cartoon, because it begs the question. I mean, I realize some of these people and the little things they're hinting about here happened before March of 2021, but one thing that hasn't is a certain laptop. If you're applying the law evenly without fear or favor, why haven't you appointed a special counsel to look into that? That's one of my questions. I have a lot of questions. And luckily for us, often the tarot cards have a lot of answers. So we're going to be asking the tarot cards tonight to give us any information that interested parties, which is we the people, would be interested in knowing about the professional persona and career and character, professional character of Garland Merrick, our current U.S. Attorney General. Let's see what the cards have to say. Our first card is the Six of Pentacles. Strength. Page of Swords. Hierophant. Seven of Cups. Knight of Wands. The Devil. Well, Garland and Merrick, I'm glad I asked the cards about you. We've got some interesting results here. Garland and Merrick is considered in this card, and it is bolstered in this one, the Strength card. So with the Six of Pentacles, okay, he views himself, and it's really funny that the Six of Pentacles holds a scale of justice over here because he's our Chief Justice of, the Department of Justice. So he sees himself as fairly generous, and he has strength to him. It's not well aspected, okay? But the man has some strong connections. He's very intelligent and perceptive, okay? Very high IQ, I would guess. Okay, he's also deep state. And so this is the present, okay? He's compromised, he's deep state. And it's a shame that he didn't use his perceptions and intelligence to make honorable choices. We get down here to the near future, looking at Mr. Merrick. We've got our smoke and mirrors, our Seven of Cups here. So that can be wishful thinking. It can be trying to obfuscate or, get you to look here, not there. And he considers himself pretty adept at that. It is going to be catching up with him to some extent because the Knight of Wands is in his near future. Now, wands are events, and this means there's a lot of energy involved, and often this is one of my military cards. So eyes are on this gentleman, and unfortunately, remember he's got the Hierophant here, which is to some extent aspects this card, majorly being aspected by this one. This one isn't helping him at all. So we got the white hats or military keeping their eye on him. Okay, we've got him trying to get out of the public eye and maybe cast blame other places, or who knows, smoke and mirrors. And then the Devil card. And the Devil card doesn't speak well of character or possibilities moving forward. So let's see if there's a couple more cards. Okay, we got the Queen of Wands. Also, she's very, very fair and perceptive. And she's coming up then as something that he can anticipate here. And yeah, it's going to be okay. Even though he is compromised, deep state, his character is not well spoken of here, even though he started off with some really nice gifts. It's going to be okay. And I think maybe the cards are telling me that, this is just, again, part of the show. We're seeing things that are already a done deal. And I hope that's the case. And if it is, I hope the show winds up really, really soon. And we get our country back on track, our world on track, the human race back on track, closer to what our loving Creator intended when we were beautifully made. That's it for this read. Now, before I leave, I do want to just remind everybody, I'm posting this Thursday night, my time, and on Sunday morning, my time, it'll be the third Sunday of the month, and on the third Sunday of every month, I lead a short meditation, and you're welcome to join us. You're welcome to. It will be 10 o'clock Alaska time, 11 o'clock Pacific, 12 o'clock Mountain, 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and jumping across the Atlantic, 7 o'clock London. And if you're not in one of those time zones, you can look and see. I know that'll actually be early Monday morning, for the people in New Zealand and Australia. I do want you to know that if you join us, you need to have really good intentions, because one of the things we do as we set up the parameters and protections for our meditation is that any negative energy is returned to sender. So come there either neutral just to see what they're like, or willing to participate and contribute some positive energy and see how we do it. But don't come with negative, because it's going to bounce right back to you. And I just want to be really upfront about that. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for your time. It's precious, and I appreciate when you choose to spend a little of it with me. I will never take that for granted. Good night.